Hey YouTube, going to do a little comparison between the Turning Point 2 and the Turning Point 3. This is the Turning Point 2, this is the Turning Point 3. The cases are different. I think that the Turning Point 3 is a much simpler case. Doesn't have the extra Velcro fastener on the back for like a vertical strap if you're going to hang it this way. It doesn't have this other smaller loop for hanging. It does have a belt loop. It looks like it'll accommodate a standard belt. It is about 2 inches, maybe 2 1/8 inches, or 5.5 centimeters, the space here, so you can wear it on your belt. It just doesn't have as large of a strap as the Turning Point 2 case. The material is pretty much the same. Turning Point 3 just has this little pocket here in the front. It's not doesn't have this flap. The Turning Point 2 has an extra pocket here, so it's not nearly as nice, I don't think, as the Turning Point 2's case. They both have the sharpening stones. I took the sharpening stones out of this one, but they do come in a plastic bag like this. Smaller case, Turning Point 3. Does not have a cover like the Turning Point 2. Turning Point 2 comes with a cover for the head, which I kind of like, but if you can see this thing, I've been using this quite a bit. It's pretty, a lot of marks on it. Anyway, I like this little cover, but if you're going ultra light, you probably don't need it. So this is the Turning Point 3 shovel, and this is the Turning Point 2 shovel. The Turning Point 3 shovel handle has this nice texture on it, the entire length of the handle. The Turning Point 2 does not. It does kind of taper slightly. When your hands are dry, it's not bad, and this little nub here does give you some grip, but when your hands get sweaty, it tends to want to slip out of your hands. So the handle on the Turning Point 3 is definitely improved. The other big improvement the Turning Point 3 has is the pivot point that allows you to adjust the shovel head from a pick to a shovel, just like that, whereas the older Turning Point 2, you have to unscrew the head, take off the cap, there you have it, but it takes a little more time to do. Both the shovels are about the same size. The heads are almost identical in size. There's a difference between the Turning Point 2 and the Turning Point 3 in that the head on the Turning Point 2 has this lip. It's kind of acts as a little protection for your hand when you're working with the tool. This one does not have that. This edge is squared off. It's not sharp, but it's probably just not as it's not as ergonomic as this one. The Turning Point 3 has the ability to be used as a smaller, more compact shovel for backpacking. And in this configuration it has a total length of 11 3/8 and weighs 13 3/4 ounces. There's a good deal of storage space in the handle if you wanted to put a pocket survival kit inside the handle. There's plenty of room. There's even a hole in the end of this so you could put a lanyard, put a loop through this and tie a knot on this end, so you could have a lanyard attached and a small survival kit inside the handle of the Turning Point 3, which is really a nice option. The length of the Turning Point 2 is 15.5 inches, and the length of the Turning Point 3 is 16 1/8 inches. Turning Point 2, 1 pound 3 5/8 ounces, and the Turning Point 3 is 1 pound 3/4 of an ounce. That's not including the fire steel. That's just the tool weight. The fire steel is 1 5/8 ounces. So if you carried the Turning Point 3 with this, it's going to weigh that much more. They both have the striking point. That's the Turning Point 2. That's the Turning Point 3. About the same size, slightly different, but pretty much the same. They both have a chopping edge. The Turning Point 2 has a root saw and a what I think was a failed bottle opener design. It's not really a bottle opener. I use it to strike my fire steel on. Turning Point 3 does not have that. It's got this textured area here that you're supposed to use on the included magnesium fire rod. You use this textured area here to scrape the magnesium off, and then to throw some sparks. So this magnesium rod fits inside the tail cap like so, and that goes inside the handle if you want to carry a fire steel with you. One of the other things that I like about this shovel is you can adjust the head for different types of digging. You know, if you needed it configured in this fashion, you could set it up that way. If you wanted it like this, if you wanted to cut some grass or plants or something, chop them like this off at the base, you could do it. Anyway, it's got lots of options, and it's quickly goes from one configuration to the other, whereas this one takes a little more work. So I think I would go you know, after comparing all the options, I think I would have to go with the Turning Point 3 over the Turning Point 2. Definitely a lot of improvements with this shovel. I don't particularly like the case as much as I like the Turning Point 2's case, and I'm really disappointed that they didn't include a shovel head cover with the Turning Point 3, because I think just carrying it in the shovel case, not having to bring the bag is a great way to go. But I've got a couple little stuff sacks. I can throw one of those over there, and it's no big deal. But I really would have preferred to have this included. Anyway, that's it. I hope that answers your questions, and they're both great tools. Thanks for watching.